Warning: my mother wants me to co-sign an apartment for her. Warning. Last year, my mother threw me out the house. She was happy about it because she thought I wouldn't have anything to stay. Within a month, I was able to get my life together, but I was still depressed. 2 months later, we started talking, but not that much. She only calls when she needs something. Few days ago, she asked me to co-sign for an apartment for her, but I don't want to do that. If I do that, she will ruin my credit. She doesn't pay her bills or anything, and I would be responsible for it when she doesn't pay. A few years ago, she asked my brother to take out a loan in his name, and when he asked her to pay it back, she got mad. His credit is now bad because of it. What should I do? To add to this, she got evicted a month later for not paying the rent. Don't it? She's an adult. She can figure it out, just like you did. Especially if she has a history of not paying her bills, you don't want to be responsible for her rent when she stops. Do not co-sign for your mother. In general, never, ever co-sign for anything unless it's something you can pay for 100% on your own. If you co-sign, you are 100% legally responsible for that debt if the other person refuses to pay. Your mother already has a history of not paying things. You know exactly how this will end up if you do co-sign. She threw you out of the house. That means she threw your good credit out as well. Don't give it back to her. She doesn't deserve it. Don't it and limit contact. It sounds like you've already answered yourself and want validation. Why should you? 'Cause she's your mother? That's not a reason. She kicked you out and screwed your brother out of loan. Shit like this can give you a bad credit rating if she doesn't pay and it falls on you. Stuff like that can follow you around and affect you in other ways. And sounds like her trying to find a way to control you. She's an adult. You don't owe her anything. She should take responsibility for herself. Just don't. Toxic people will never change. Don't it, and you should limit contact with her. Any mother who would ask you to co-sign for her may just do it behind your back. I'm not casting dispersions, but there is a type and your mom is clicking the boxes. She also has your personal information. Do what you can to safeguard yourself. Don't co-sign for her, but not because she threw you out. Don't co-sign for her because she's ruined her own credit. She won't think twice about ruining yours. No is a complete sentence. No, that's not possible. No, I'm not doing that. No, that doesn't work for me. And monitor your credit in case she forges you as a cosigner anyway. I'm so sorry you have such a shit mother. Don't. Credit is very important, and she's already shown she will just use it and not care because it isn't hers and flush it down the toilet. You don't want to be 30 with a credit score of 500. Oh hell no. Tell her, no thanks. Sorry about that. Warning. Do not JADE, that is. Do faux for any reason. Attempt to justify, argue, defend this decision, or explain yourself. Tell her, Mom, you're an adult. You know why not. Just don't. If she keeps pestering you or trying to argue about it, tell her you've got to go and hang up. Hi. Wanted to share my experience with my biological mother. Perhaps it's give you additional support in your decision. Once tried to make me co-sign my car with her. She wasn't contributing to the down payment or anything. She just wanted a free piece of the pie. At the time I was being paid $7.50 an hour while she was a piss-poor som. Siblings were at school and I was working in school, and for some reason the house was gross and I was made to clean dishes for dinners I didn't have. I was made to give $100 a week to her because they were behind on bills. Come to find out, she was spending it on herself to get her nails done. and that stopped shortly after I tried giving the money to my stepdad, who was confused on why I was paying her. I once bought stuff for my work and school lunch for the week and bagged it in the fridge. She tried to make me feel guilty about it. She said, "Your siblings are hungry and they want something to eat. It's not fair you're keeping it from them." I was pissed. She had money. She had a husband, and for some reason she couldn't feed her children? When tax season came around, she was upset that I didn't let her claim me. She said that I owed her and it was her money. She also told me to become a stripper because I would have made good money. Not something I would advocate for my daughter. Sorry for the rant, but I cut ties with her. She's named Oven Donner in my phone. She made my young adult life hell. Whereas she should have been a supporting mother instead. If Leach had I stayed with her and followed her guidance, I would be making probably half of what I make right now and not own a single thing on my own. I would have been shackled down with the responsibility of raising and feeding 2 kids as my mom went out and did God knows what. Motherhood isn't about blood. My mom would brag about how brave she was and how I should be thankful she didn't abort me. She actually didn't raise me. My dad won custody shortly after my birth. When I met her at 18, I was an additional source of income. She didn't care about my well-being. You've seen what your mom did to your brother. Don't let her do the same to you. Trust me. Take care of yourself and you'll be happier and more financially well off. Absolutely don't do it, for all the reasons you already know. Do not ever co-sign anything for her, or anyone else you're not married to. And I would actually recommend that you go NC with her. At least until you feel more confident in how to handle her. She is using you for what benefit? Your money. You bring her. What's the question here, really? Are you expecting anyone to tell you that you should co-sign? Go no contact. You owe her absolutely nothing. And she only wants to use you rather than have an actual relationship with you. Absolutely do not do this. As you already can recognize the risk. She can ruin your credit. Do not do this. What you do is not co-sign on the apartment. No, we do not co-sign things. Ever. Nope, nope, nope.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.